Noob D&D Dad here, and this is session 37 of my son's campaign that I am the DM for, and we are switching over to the new rules in this session. So the players finally killed the dragon in session 36, and the decision was, after all the different ways we could go with the new rules and with ending Dragon of Icespire Peak, the decision was to switch to the new rules when the dragon was killed, even if there's still a few more levels or maps or missions left in the Dragon of Icespire Peak, which there are. So they killed the dragon in Phandalin, which was awesome. You should go watch that if you haven't, by the way. And like I said, the choices were to keep playing in the 2014 rules, or to stop and start a new campaign with 2024 rules and just be done after the Essentials kit, the Dragon of Icespire Peak, or to continue on with these characters and convert them to the 2024 rules. And this session actually took place a little while ago. I'm just catching up on the recording. And this was before Wizards put out their conversion guide, which I'm not even going to refer to because we didn't even use it. And so what we did is we were level 6 and we needed to go to level 7. I say we, I'm the DM, but we. So what we had to do is we converted the characters over to 2024, and then once they were all the way converted over to 2024, at that point, then we leveled them up using the normal 2024 method from the new player's handbook. Okay, quick side note before I get into the nitty-gritty of how we did the conversion. Not too nitty-gritty, but I think enough to point in the right direction of what we did. Do you know how in the new 2024 rules, the drinking a potion for yourself, if you're the character, is a bonus action? So I've been allowing this in both of the groups that I'm DMing for. I've been allowing people to give a potion to somebody that is unconscious. I know you can just like lift up their neck and plug their nose, whatever, just like the liquid goes down, right? I've been allowing that as a bonus action. So if that is like some huge DM sin, like let me know, or let me know what you're doing with this new bonus action potion thing. Or if I'm missing an actual written rule on it, let me know. But that's what I've been doing so far, and it's been working. So if someone goes down 0 hit points, someone can heal them with that potion. But the potions do run out. So I don't know. What do you think on that? But let's get into this session 37. Okay, so actually the cousin character was a fighter, and he was doing really great. And we have 2 magic users and a fighter. But when it came time to do the conversion, he actually wanted to make a new character. And I didn't want to restrict him and be like, no, you can't make a new character because everybody else isn't making a new character. Like, I didn't want to be that strict. And so, but I did want to come up with a story reason for why that character didn't continue on. And so we decided that the fighter, who had done very well in defending the town and the region from dragons, was offered a position as the head of the town guard for Phandalin. And so him and all of his incredible magic items, that's what he became. He became an NPC in Phandalin. And the cousin wanted to make what did he make? He made a tiefling warlock. And to roll his stats, tell me if I'm crazy. I am 100% going off of my friend's stat rolling way back when we did 3.5, Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 edition. So here's how we do it. We roll 7 times. This is for the character stats, right? So 4d6s. 7 times, and you take the top 6. So that's already not really how the book says to do it. And then, and I forgot about this, and I think it's incredibly generous, but we ended up doing it anyway. We allow re-rolls of 1s. So that's super generous. So what do you do for the 6 stats? Or is that common, like from 3.5 people? You roll 7 times, take the top 6, and then re-roll 1s? To me, that seems super generous, but that's what we did. I mean, again, this is a campaign for my 9-year-old son. Speaking of the 9-year-old son, the admin episodes of D&D are a little hard for him. So we try to just help him through it as much as we can and kind of get back to the fun role-playing stuff. but these admin parts are hard. And so here's roughly what we did for his wizard character to transfer him over to the 2024 rules. So it was important to keep their same stats and not change that. So we had him be the sage background because that equaled how the other wizard was. And we had him, for his feat, choose the magic initiate, and then he had to choose tool proficiency, calligraphy supplies. We would then add it to his inventory, just kind of like it had already been there all along. And then skill proficiency in arcana and history. And so we just tried to match, like, instead of being like, this is my time to pick a new background, we're trying to match closely what you already have into your new character. Because if you're just going to pick a new one at this point, you might as well just make a new character. So we're really trying to convert the existing characters. And you'll see in just a minute here. So my son is a human wizard, and then my friend is a half-elf sorcerer. And you'll see in a minute that the half-elf did not work out very well. For my wizard son, it sounds funny. He's not a wizard. His character's a wizard. But for my wizard son, we remembered the subclasses, and then at the point of picking your spells, this is really when we could kind of rein it in, because I think he wasn't really using the wizard abilities to the max, right? Because the wizard is like a library of spells, and I think he was just using kind of the same spells. So we made sure that we went through all the levels, because remember, we're trying to get to level 6, to make sure he has the right number of each level of spells and slots. And that actually ended up jumbling the spells around a little bit, but again, it was in the name of converting it, and we tried to keep it feeling the same. And of course, much to my son's chagrin, we made them keep the same player alignment. My son keeps trying to make himself more like chaotic or neutral or whatever, but I think he's like neutral. Anyway, he has good in his name. It's either neutral good or chaotic good. And so we need to remind him to role play it that way, because sometimes he wants to be like a little bit mischievous, and it's like, we try to remind him of the character that he's playing. Mischievous is fine. It's just we tend to remind him if someone's like in danger or if he's stealing something that he is a good character. And then the cousin actually making the new tiefling warlock, he was trying to have his alignment be like not good or neutral. And I'm just like, look, this is a game for like my son. Like, I'm glad that you're here and I'm glad my friend's here. It's like, but we're not going to do any like evil alignments. And also I do try to filter like various activities in the game for my 9-year-old. Like, it still gets pretty heinous, but like, I don't want to give an example of one of the things I corrected, but I guess let's just say taking trophies from your enemies. I was like, no, we're not doing that here. Okay, I think the half-elf got completely nerfed in the new D&D. And if I'm not understanding this right, let me know. But basically, we're looking at the conversion on page 38 of the new player's handbook. This is basically how it talks about converting it. So to me, that kind of leaves the half-elf out in the cold. So we were faced with a choice. We needed to pick a feat, either to be to try to lead kind of the human way or the elf way. And so we decided to still let him have dark vision and fey ancestry, a feat from the human side, and then we chose a background just to match all of his stat pluses. But I feel like if we just followed the new rules as written, the half-elf would totally be nerfed, whereas you don't get the best of both worlds like you did before. So I'm not a fan of that. Like, maybe they're just, I don't know. Have you converted a half-elf over into 2024? And what am I missing here? But for my friend, as he was converting it, we just felt like it was kind of nerfed. So we actually had to homebrew it a little bit so that his character just didn't get worse. Okay, I would love to know what you have done in your campaigns. Have you converted your existing characters, or did you just hard stop and do the new rules, or are you just staying with 2014? So let me know. Now, looking ahead in this campaign, this session, actually, so this is like February 16th, and I'm recording, actually, it's over past midnight now anyway. This session that we did was actually back in November, session 37 was. And so looking forward, the dragon is dead, and so session 38 is like we need to finish the rest of this book because there's the Icespire Hold and the Tower of Storms that they haven't been to, and the players want to complete the book. They want to go to all the places that their characters have heard about. So we're going to do those, and then we're going to step off the map and continue on past session 40 outside of the Essentials kit. And I'm having a blast so far, so stick with me and follow along and see where these characters go that started with the Essentials kit. But I'm having an absolute blast, and thank you for following me on this journey as a totally noob DM. And stay tuned as I get caught up on the Noob DM recaps for my Army Veterans group that I'm DMing for as well. So anyway, thank you. We'll see you on the next one.